Hello, hey, hi. I'm here. My place is a mess, and I haven't really done like a vlog kind of thing in a little while. I've been going through a lot of stuff in the last few years. I thought maybe I would just do sort of like a little vlog where I like clean a little bit and talk and just sort of catch you guys up to speed because I was consistently putting out vlogs and I had a really good time with it and it was a lot of fun. And a lot of you guys seem to like it too. I mean, like, yeah, they get a few hundred views and I was more than happy with that. And you guys are very, very kind about it. And I don't know, I just kind of miss making videos and I feel like I've just kind of fallen into this trap over the last couple years, especially since Odin passed away. That hit me so hard that I stopped like doing a lot of very necessary things for quite a while, and I've just sort of fallen into this pit. And then now with having put Bing down a couple months ago, like it just felt like it was compounding. And then I've had so much other work because like I started a business, and so that is outside of the house, and so like I'm out a lot and then I come home and then I feel miserable about my living situation. And this isn't even like that bad. It feels bad though, because like I grew up in a hoarding situation and I became very comfortable with that. And not that I am now, this makes me upset and I realize that and I want to fix that. And so I figured it would maybe be fun to just sort of do a video where I go through like some of my stuff and declutter and just sort of catch up. So I just had tea, finished it, so I can move on with that. But this place is messier than I would like it to be. And there's other rooms I want to tackle as well. But it's like, oh my gosh, this room is like, it's where I do the cooking, it's where I feed the cat, it's where I prepare my day. And so this should probably be like one of the rooms that I tackle first, specifically since, I cook every day just about. So it'd probably be nice to have counter space. I've already done a little bit of work. Look at how bad that is. It actually looks worse from that angle. There is actually a little bit of space there. It's not that bad. But like, dang, your girl needs some self-control and some restraint. So I drink out of like mason jars. I don't have like glasses. But I've also noticed that whenever I buy like new jars of tomato sauce, those just somehow end up getting washed and then put in the cupboard that's right there. And then there's just too many of them, and that's just insane. So I have to actually like recycle those. I need to recycle old like spice things, and I need to do the dishes. They're actually just finished. So I can actually get the rest of my dishes done, which is really exciting. It always makes me feel great when all of my dishes are done, and I definitely have at least 2 loads worth of dishes to do. And since I've got the first one done, I already feel like I've gotten some stuff. This is good. This is good. So, so I guess let's just get started and do it. So I apologize yet again for the mess, but I figured I would at least be honest, I guess. I know I'm not the only one that deals with this kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that I know personally also deal with this sort of situation where they find themselves getting really depressed, and then they get stuck in a cycle where they'll just sort of put it back. They keep putting it back. And I'm definitely one of those people where I let stuff compound, and it's not good. It's just not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for you mentally. It's not good for you physically. You know, like mold can appear, and then you can get sick from it, and it's just, there's so much that can happen, and you have to take care of yourself. And that's something that I really want to instill inside myself. You know what I mean? Because, like, you should take care of yourself. And I want to. I want to feel good about taking care of myself. Ready to come inside. So, I have this habit where I will watch like obsessive compulsive cleaners, and then I'll feel really like, not even necessarily self-conscious, but I'll feel motivated, you know. I see some of these houses that are just in such disarray, and it reminds me of when I was growing up. And in some situations, I mean, like the house I was growing up with, and you know, like I don't necessarily blame my family for it entirely. There were so many things that went into the place being a bit of a mess. When you think about mental health or upbringing, like my grandparents I was living with, they dealt with Depression era thoughts. You know, their family grew up in the Great Depression, and they dealt with a lot of problems themselves. They were not super well off, and so they would hoard things, and they would say, oh, I can reuse this, I can use this, I might need this later, and that was very like instilled in the family. But then it turned into hoarding, and I definitely held on to a little bit of that. Not as much as them, you know, I don't collect Ziploc bags in all sorts of cupboards and then buy them when they're on sale. That was something that they would do. They would wash them and reuse them. And then, I need to not use a vase for these. I can't keep them in here because of the mice. They don't go in that one for some reason, but they go in that one. But these have uses. So my kitchen's all over. I need to figure something. But either way, as I was saying, my family very much so instilled thoughts in my head about preserving, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle, but it was more so just reuse, hoard. And that's not something that I can do, you know. I live in 1/3 of a house. You know, I live on the main floor of a house. People live upstairs, people live downstairs, and I don't have a lot of space. And the thing that's great about that is that it does make it a lot easier for me to clean, but then I still have to clean, and I still have to, you know, get myself to do that. And pushing myself to do it is not easy, because I'm lazy. I'm not that lazy, but I'm lazy enough that I've noticed that it's a problem, and so I need to find reasons and inspiration to force myself to do it. Because I am not the kind of person that just naturally gets up and does it. I would love to be, that'd be great, that'd be fantastic, but I'm not, and I'm aware of it. But gosh darn, do I need to just pull myself up by the bootstraps and just do it, you know. think a lot of us should. The amount of people that I've talked to that say they're like depressed and they have no energy and they have no time, say that they can't clean, they don't have the motivation to do it. I mean, that's just me. I'm no stranger to just playing video games for 16 hours straight, days in a row, you know? And, you know, it was interesting because, you know, I was playing games today, pretty much all morning, and then I just sort of felt like bored of it, which is so unlike me. Maybe I've just been playing too much Stardew Valley because I got really sick and I've put probably about 80 hours into this one game in the last 2 weeks. And I've been working a lot too. It's a lot, you know? So it was interesting to see that I just sorry, I don't know how well you can hear me with the water running, but it was just interesting to see that I just got bored of it, you know? Like, teenage me would be upset. I'd be disappointed in myself, you know? And, you know, that's kind of also cool at the same time. I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm becoming an adult, especially after, 80 hours put into that game, you know? Like, it's not like I'm just like, oh, I'm just so bored of gaming. I'm a grown-up now. It's not like that. It's just, like how do we word this? I feel the compounding weight of the need to get my shit together. Compounding. I don't know. Like whenever I play on the PC, if I'm not like a special part of the story or something, I will, you know, I'll turn off the music in game and I'll have YouTube videos playing on the other side, on my other monitor. And, you know what, I had gotten through all of like the main YouTube videos that I would watch, and then I saw a video pop up from Clutterbug. I believe her name is Clutterbug. Sorry, well, her channel name. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. And it's Clutter something. Pretty sure it's Clutterbug. And it was a video that stood out to me, which is hilarious because I can't remember the title. And I watched it, and I don't know, I just loved her. I thought she was fantastic. I loved her personality. I loved the way that she talked about cleaning and, you know, like respecting your home, and it just sort of made me think, and like watching her talk about like, oh, like if you do this in this way, it might help you do this, and then it got me to thinking like I looked at my desk and I thought, oh my gosh, there's a receipt, and that's not even a business receipt, it's just a receipt for like groceries or something. And I'm like, why is that there? It's like, oh, well, I put that in my bag, which then for some reason, when I cleaned it out, put it on my desk and left it there. Like, why didn't I just throw it out? And that's just kind of like a crazy thought, because like, you know, you think, oh, yeah, it's just one receipt, that's fine. But then you look all over and you're like, there's literally garbage everywhere. There's stuff that I do not need. Or, like, for example, these, this cat food, or this thing of Tropicana that I can rinse out and recycle. You know, like these boxes are bulky, and half of them are like half empty, and I can empty them out. There goes that. There goes that. Sorry, my cat is an insanely picky eater. I know Whiskas isn't the best. Don't come for me. She will not eat unless it's specific food. But like, look at this. So you can see the space. I know, again, sorry it's a mess. That's the whole point of this video. You can get out of the way. You are gonna be recycled. You're gonna be recycled. You're gonna be recycled. You're gonna be recycled. You're gonna, look at that. I just made a little bit of space. Mind you, I'm gonna have to sanitize it all and stuff, but like, I look at the space that I'm just making for myself. This is embarrassing, but I feel like it has to be said. These can be recycled. Why were they there? How long were they there? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a mystery. It's a complete mystery. This, I usually put fruit in. And I actually do put fruit in here and use it, but for the last few months since Bing, I haven't, but it needs to be washed. So I'm just gonna plop that in the sink for a moment. This is a lid for my Dutch oven that I haven't used in a couple months. This also needs to be washed. Put that right there for me. These, oh, I used these to measure out Bing's medication for her food because she needed like laxatives and stuff in her food to help her. But now that I had to put her down, I mean, they've just still been sitting over there. But I can wash these and use these for my own cooking. This can be recycled. This hasn't been used in a million years. It's not mine, it's Gigi's. So I'm gonna put it over here. It has to be washed. It's filthy, but I'll let him decide what he wants to do with this. So I'll just sort of get that out of the way. I don't even know what that is. What is this? Liquor. Oh, this was from like an Irish cream liquor, I think. This can be recycled. But like, yeah, or what? Yeah, liquor bottle. I'm like 99% sure this is from like an Irish cream liquor that I had at like the last house. These freezer bags, these silicone freezer bags, I hate these. I mean, they're convenient, but I freaking hate them. The cleaning them is awful. These lids are rusty. Garbage. This, I actually am gonna hold on to these ones because I do use these. There's a dead spider in this one. Oh, he's so cool. Hello. I apologize ahead of time if this is going to be a long video. This can go in the garbage. This can go in the garbage. Here's another lid. It's hidden behind that box. This was just emptied a week ago. This can actually go back to the beer store. I can get 10 whole cents for that probably. Just do up my pants here so I don't fall down. Cat food. This thing, as soon as this one runs out, actually, I'm going to clean it, but I do have to leave that out. This pot, some dried peppers got in there. I'm going to throw those out. This pot needs to be cleaned. It's not that bad. It just had like potatoes in it, so that it's not like terrible. It's just receipt garbage. So that's fine. I'm getting my stuff together. These peaches need to be thrown out. I'll dump that later and then I'll recycle it. These peppers, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with myself. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with these dried peppers. They're gonna go in the garbage. My Carolina Reaper pepper bush that I had for like 8 years just passed away, unfortunately. And I'm not going to be getting any more. I have a jar of dried peppers that are totally fine. I don't need the counter peppers. What is this receipt? Groceries. From like last year. Do you see what I mean though? Don't need these. I have one in my bag. I don't need the extras. These peaches. I actually don't know what's going on with these peaches. This jar has not been opened. It was just huge. These are good until next year. Okay. I never really like I vaguely remember buying them, but then they were behind a bunch of stuff and I forgot about them. I'm gonna put them somewhere where I can see them and remember them. And since they're not expired, I'm gonna keep it for now. We actually do love peaches. I don't know if you've noticed, we love peaches. So we're good. This Goldschlager, it's got a little left. I gotta go, I have a very small section of liquor. I don't really drink that much anymore, if I'm totally honest. This should have, but I want to clean this first before I put it on there. But like, ugh, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this. The lime and ginger like loop gin, not a fan of it. But it doesn't particularly go bad. This can go back up here where I keep my pastas. This was a little pot that had a little like cactus or something in it, a little succulent that didn't make it because, you know, not all plants make it. It's a cute pot, but I can't see me keeping this because I like to put a lot of my plants in a little bit larger pots, which, by the way, I am going to have another plant video sometime this spring because I do need to repot and like fiddle around with my plants in the bedroom. So in hopefully a couple weeks, I will get a chance to go to a greenhouse, get some new pots, and sort out my plants and stuff. Straight to the garbage. Straight to the garbage. There was some food that was supposed to go to some critters. Some reason didn't get to them. These rings are rusty. These we actually just bought. These we're gonna finish off tonight. Spoon, go in there. And then let's finish off this while I still have it out. Recycling day is coming soon. I can get all this at the house. I brought the recycle bin in. And look at like how little time that took just to declutter that section. Like, yes, this is all over, but I'm gonna stack it all up after I wipe this down and then recycle all these. And then this whole section will be like done. There's nothing else here that I have to put back. Like, look at how much stuff I just got rid of in that short amount of time. And assuming I don't just like constantly keep putting more stuff back, like, that's not too much stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down and reorganize stuff, and I'll show you again in a moment. So these guys all need to be broken down. Very doable. And you know, when it gets this bad, not that it's the worst, I've definitely lived in like full-blown squalor before. It's super daunting, and I get overwhelmed, and I put it off. Or like I'll get started and then I'll get sidetracked, and then I just get too nervous to do anything about it because it just feels overwhelming. Or like I'll do some of it and I'll be like, okay, well that's good enough. And that's again what I'm gonna do today, but it is what it is. I just have to remind myself that it's okay to not do it all in one go because it is a daunting task. But taking care of yourself is a lifelong process. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize is life is a lot of repetition. You know, you've got to constantly be washing the dishes, showering, wiping off dust. Like, it's not like you just do it and then it's done, right? Like, it is, yeah, but at the same time, you've done it once, you're gonna have to do it again. And I feel like a lot of people, myself included, just get either bored or stressed out from the mundane repetition because we want to do other things, you know, we're starved of dopamine or whatever, and so we find ourselves seeking out pleasurable activities like playing video games or scrolling on your phone or literally staring at a wall and avoiding the things that you're supposed to do. And I think that's kind of where everybody's trapped these days. Like the thought of just spending time every day cleaning makes people just so revolted. They really don't want to just like clean every day. You know, they're like, oh, I want to do more with my life than just spend it all cleaning. But unfortunately, that's just kind of a part of life, I guess. It's something that you have to convince yourself is something normal. You know, and it's making those habits. The habits, that's where it gets you. Making a habit out of taking care of yourself and your surroundings. That's the hardest part for me, I think. Because I definitely, you know, as someone who deals with a lot of anxiety and stress and depression and whatever else, I'm not here to just like vent entirely. You know, we all have problems. We all have things that we could be better at. Everyone. We all have things that we're avoiding, and we need to figure out how to make our life work, you know? Because we all have responsibilities, whether we like it or not. Myself included, and you know? It's just a matter of reminding, ugh, God, disgusting. It's all a matter of reminding yourself that you're worth it to take care of yourself. Like, you deserve a good home. You deserve a clean home. And you owe it to yourself to remind yourself of that. Because you really do, you know? You just have to do it. Sometimes it's hard. But I'm doing my best to remind myself that I just have to do it, you know? I'd rather live in a nicer situation than what I give myself. There's some spots I have to really scrub. that a sponge? Is that a sponge box? Nope. I'm missing a lot of cleaning supplies. I've gone through them, which is hilarious in the grand scheme of things. Just have to make do with paper towel for right now. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of it. Next grocery shop, I'll stop by the cleaning section and pick up some much needed cleaning supplies. Like sponges or something, you know? I know a lot of people are like, oh, sponges are great, sponges trap bacteria. Yeah, well, they also clean stuff. Just work with what works for you. And just remember, not everything that you do is what other people do, and that's fine. Probably should have wiped that first. Ooh. Ooh. Just gonna give that a little. I need to get this edge here. Like, I'm seeing it and I'm thinking, ugh. This is definitely just like a rambling video. Sorry if this isn't your kind of thing, but you know, sometimes I just like to turn on the camera and talk. This is going to be a whole thing. Okay. Well, I'm just going to try and get in that crack there. I'll be back in a moment. A section of my kitchen is now clean, and it is now time to organize it for the cat feeding station, because that is essentially what this spot is and what it should be. I will be very happy to have this section clean and organized, and then I can actually see what food I'm reaching for, so I don't have to play the guessing game when I go through the like boxes, you know, that were just sort of stacked on top of each other. Like, those are different. I just I'm just a tired little guy. I'm just a tired little guy. Do I want to do 1 row, 2 rows? Heck, I don't know. That's fine. That's good enough. And I can put a little treaties right there. So I can go there. And then for these bottles, they actually need to be dusted because they are covered in dust. In case you wanted to know how often I drink these days, it's not a lot. All of my bottles have dust. All of them. This mezcal. This is not cheap stuff, and I got it because I wanted to try it. Not my favorite, but you know, half half the reason why I even have some of these fun things is because like if someone came over, then, you know, if they wanted to try mezcal or if they wanted some sort of mixed drink, I could make it for them. You know, be a host. But then at the same time, it's like, my place is a mess. I don't want to invite people over to this place. I don't like it. So I go out and then I drink out at the bar with my friends and family, and I never bring anyone home. Like ever, because this place is gross. I don't want them here. You know what I mean? So what's the point of having this stuff that I don't even drink if I don't feel comfortable allowing friends and family to come over because it's just a mess? You know? Got our ginger mixer. This stuff was like, okay, I'm not a big fan of it, but you know, I also haven't looked at it in months. This I do actually use occasionally. I make matcha latte from time to time, and I add like just like a little pump of vanilla to it, but it's also coated in dust. You know, I'm not gonna lie, the pump stuff kind of grosses me out a little. I don't know if I should like buy another pump or something. Just cause like it gets sugary and nasty. I'm probably not gonna buy another one of these once I run out. It just kind of grosses me out a little. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I've got this sugar. I use this for my coffee and tea. So I'll buy a bag of it and I put it in there. So I'll leave that right there. I'm gonna put this one over here. I never use that outlet, so I don't care if that's blocked off. And then this, just make sure the bottom's all wiped off because it was just on a dirty counter. I hate velvet bottom things. And I keep my fertilizer over here because I mix my fertilizer water at the sink here, so there's no reason to keep it with my plants. And then there's this tiny little bottle of whatever the heck. What are you? Wayne Gretzky Canadian whiskey. That must have come as like a little bottle off of something, you know? I don't know, probably. I'll put that right there. And then, yeah, this was over here. Fire extinguisher. This thing is actually like ancient. This was here before I moved in 2 years ago. Oh. It's got like grime. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I don't want to accidentally like set something off. Just gotta get a little bit of this nasty stuff off of it. Try not to press too hard. Good enough. Good enough. I'm gonna plop this over here on the chicken because I have so much of the chicken, so I can make some space. Put that there. That's acceptable. Now, if only my whole kitchen looked like that. I might actually get my shit together if my whole kitchen looked like this. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. Amazing. How does it look on here? That still looks crazy. That looks crazy, but I don't go grocery shopping too often, so I need a wide array of cat food. She eats a few of these a day. You know, I don't want to have it like put away because I don't have space for it, quite frankly. You know, I need a whole cabinet for like my tea and tea stuff, which could probably use a reorganize. This could use a reorganize, but the cabinets are gonna be like a down the road thing. I need to get the outside looking good and feeling good before I can even think about this. So these are clean. They can be put away. They should be. They've been sitting there for too long. I need to just do it. Just put them away. Metal's been cleaned recently, but the under spill thing hasn't. So this I feel like will actually need to be re-cleaned. So it's my loose tea thing. So go ahead and do that. Stuff could just go in here. We'll just get that done. This little thing can honestly go in the garbage. I never use that. This, I need to take that off. Satisfying. Are you supposed to put these in the dishwasher? You know what? I'll set that aside. I'll look it up if I can. I'll save that for another time. I can go in the garbage. Oh, I was looking for that. See? This needs to be cleaned. This can go in here. It's for my soda stream. And I was wondering where I put these so I can get a free cheesecake. Okay, these here. Just need to give it a quick scrubby scrub. Before it goes. So this is going to be such a long video. If you're still watching, I commend you. Honestly. I'm just trying to get my life back in order. How to take control. I can get myself to a point where it's just a little bit of work each day and I actually do it, I would be impressed with myself. I would be very thoroughly impressed with myself. Into the dishwasher. This separate out. I like to separate them and put them in little different compartments where I put the utensils. Yeah, that's the word. Utensils. Those can go in there. This can go in here. The enameled cast iron sandwich ovens are incredible. I love that I can actually put them in the dishwasher. I've never had an issue with them. Some people might be like, you can't do that. And to that I reply, I genuinely do not care. They've never given me a problem. I get this stuff out of the sink. How does that even happen? Like I have food traps. Oh, it does not smell very good. Oh. You know, I should be like embarrassed to upload this. I really should be. Maybe I should have some shame. Maybe. But maybe other people need to see it, you know? Like, do you have problems like me? Do you have problems like me where you just struggle to live sometimes? I feel like this is not like just my experience. You know, there's no way this is just me. I mean, I know it's not. Oh. Maybe I should put on some gloves. I'm gonna go wash my hands and dry them so I can put on gloves. Okay. Back. And I'm going to go in with a fresh SOS pad. Because these things are just my absolute favorite. Shit on them all you like. I don't care. They do the job. They do the job so well. They clean anything that can handle an SOS pad, which is what I try to do. It's a good time. I just want to get the majority of this initial grease off. Like, I'll give it another clean after. I know they're like, oh, why are you cleaning so that you can do stuff and then so you can clean again? And it's because I don't want to clean this thing and then friggin' like have it in this sink. And then put it back because I'll feel gross. Sponge is nasty. That's rusty. Why do I still have that? Oh, that's foul. That's going in the garbage. You are fine. You just need to be washed. Garbage. This doesn't, like, I don't even know why I have this. It doesn't have anything in it. Is it for soap? Is it for water? What even is it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'll put that on the floor. There's no like rubber lining thing along here, so I don't feel bad really scraping in here. In case anybody wanted to say something. very quickly turning into a multi-hour endeavor. Ah! But it's the deep clean, kind of. It's a lazy deep clean. I should have worn a not baggy shirt so I can really get in there. Baking soda? That is a novel friggin' question. Do I have baking soda? See, I never use baking soda, but like, maybe I should buy some just for cleaning. Like, I use it whenever I clean out my dishwasher, because I actually do clean my dishwasher. Crazy concept, I know, but I do that. So, I'll get like a glass or a bowl or something, and I'll fill it with vinegar, and I'll put baking soda down at the bottom, and then I run it through a cycle, and man, does that take care of so much crud. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use one of these. Oh man. Dang. Okay, so I did get a lot done last night. I don't know how well I showed off the kitchen before, but I think you kind of saw it was kind of nasty in here, right? But I still gotta do the top of the fridge, and I'm gonna clean the inside of the fridge today, and then I'm gonna start tackling the other room. I want to get this stuff done. I'm in the mood, but check it out. I also still have to definitely just at least wipe off the top of that, but I'm like out of cleaning supplies pretty much. Look at that. Yeah, see that room? I still have boxes and boxes from when I first moved in here. Oh, it's basically a storage room, and I'm sick of it. And I'm in such a good mood that I'm gonna do it. But like, look at this. Look at this. Here, hold on, I'm gonna turn this around. Oh, I guess there was a... Oh, bye, little moon. What? It's pretty good. I mean, I ran out of cleaning stuff, so I'm gonna do another wipe down on the counter. But like, check it out. Yeah, that needs to be wiped down, but like, still, this is so much better than it was. I'm so happy. I even cleaned up this. I just double cleaned everything. I mean, like I said, I ran out of stuff, so it was hard. So I'm going to pick up new cleaning supplies. I'm going to do the final touches on it. Also, maybe I was really depressed or something, but I didn't notice something that now pisses me off. See how those are like gray? Those are white, and those are wood. kind of friggin' hate that. I kind of friggin' hate that. It kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm renting here. It functions the way it's supposed to, and that's what matters. What, little man? Just running around crying. What? You had your breakfast. Either way, even if it's not perfect, I don't care. This makes me so happy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the fact that I took the time to do it, and now it's manageable. Like, I can work on these counters now. There was so much stuff on it. I literally pulled out an entire garbage bag and a half worth of just garbage that didn't need to be here. There was so much stuff that just needed to be thrown in the recycle bin. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. I'm probably not gonna record doing like the fridge and stuff because I think this video is already too long. And pretty much everything on top of the fridge, it's just gonna go in the garbage. Like the gloves, I'm gonna leave. I use those. Literally everything else up here is just garbage. It's stuff that was on top of the fridge at my last place, you know? And it's just been moved to the top of this, and it's been 2 years. I used to host like really big parties, so I would get these like plates. I don't know, maybe I can donate these. They're unopened, so I'll donate the ones that aren't opened, but the one that has like a couple left, or you know, I can recycle them if they're recyclable, and I'm just gonna get rid of them. But either way, I'm very proud of what I've done here as you know, I don't know, I'm happy. All right. Oh yeah, microwave. All the like final little wipe downs and stuff I will get to. But the functional use of my kitchen is now back, and I'm proud of myself. So that's good. That's a good start. That's a good start. What? Do you hear this cat? What? Okay, I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna end the video here and just have it be a kitchen video. If you want another what? If you want another video of me hitting another room, I'm gonna record it anyways, I think. Maybe not that one, because that one I need to actually like seriously get into, and there's probably a lot of personal stuff in there that I don't really want to show. I don't want to have to blur it all out. I'll see. I don't know, I've got too much on my mind right now. I just haven't uploaded a lot and thought that maybe this could help somebody for whatever reason. Okay. Toodaloo and all that. Have a good one whenever you are, wherever you are. And all that. And I will see you next time. Bye.